Police struggle to contain the violence after a third night of riots.
Fires are burning across large parts of London tonight.
Consecutive nights of violence.
The Metropolitan Police have described the riots as the worst in current memory.
Thousands more police will be deployed on the streets tonight. And the violence spreads to Birmingham, Bristol, Nottingham and Liverpool.
Riots are taking place in multiple cities across the country in a backlash against the prohibition of music and claims of police brutality. The government today has issued a national ban on the production, purchase and performance of music.
Coordination on such matters in Mexico.
David Cameron giving his speech in the West Midlands.
We have real concerns because, let's be frank, the rise of popular music is both wrong and dangerous. It has become clear that it's not just about turning a deaf ear to them. Now we are going to go further. This government has just announced sweeping reforms. So we've tightened up not only at the border, but also inside the country too. We'll pass a new law that means bans on music throughout Britain. The British people will not be able to trade, share and contribute to music across the board. It is not wrong to express our creativity, but it needs to be controlled, it needs to be removed. By restricting the ability of British people, somehow all will be well.
The controversial ban on music has sparked public outrage, with many musicians and activists speaking up against the recent prohibition.
The best music school in the country, and perhaps the world, should stay!
I'm actually outraged about this. What are we going to do? We're just going to become alcoholics or something.
There's no touring, there's no songwriting and performing royalties, there's no fans buying albums.
There's literally no reason to proceed with this experiment of prohibition.
Prohibition doesn't work.
Some people disagree with the whole concept because they say this is impossible. Why bother? To which my answer is clear. It's still not possible for consumers to access their Netflix or their iTunes accounts. We can and we will succeed. We've made Britain a much harder place to exist, and it boils down to one word: control.
People are going to be making music regardless of them keeping it banned or not.
Music has been banned, prohibited. No, you can't ban a simple musical instrument.
In response to the recent government policy, many are turning to the black market to buy and sell music.
We're in a studio under the ground.
Music is legal, and you can't have fans, you can't promote your music.
Why are you distributing music despite its illegal status?
Everyone's still listening to music because we need it. So we burn our CDs and sell them on the street. Simple supply and demand, mate. It's just all underground now.
So what you got?
I've got whatever you want, man. I've got some K-pop, I've got some easy blues, I've got some nice dub, some drum and bass, I've got some nice chill out.
You got anything harder though?
Kind of thing you're after, man. I've got some grime, I've got some unhappy hardcore, deep hip hop. I've got all sorts, mate. I've got some post-German sludge metal.
What would you recommend?
I'd probably recommend a bit of Jono and the Uke.
Nice one, man.
With fitness and rise in popularity and creative use of the ukulele, musicians have turned to the uke because they're portable and discreet, and they've become like a symbol of activism.
Isn't playing live gigs a bit risky?
Well, we gig at remote locations in a way where we're unlikely to be heard by anyone but the audience, and let me tell you, live music has never been so popular, so the government can go f*** itself.
Police are taking part in multiple raids and intensive stop and search action in the tough crackdown on the ownership, distribution and performance of music.
I would say about 200 police with dogs.
No other nation has opted for this sort of legal enforcement.
Over 525 people have been arrested. Police in London say sales are now full.
Anti-music prohibition marches are taking place across the country today, with tens of thousands of people taking to the streets in protest.
It's not just about the arts, it's about education, it's about human rights, it's about freedom of expression. It's just what the band represents. It's just very silly.
But I have to say, I've never seen scenes like this before, with protesters chanting.
Demonstrators have gathered outside the headquarters of the Conservative Party, and this is really the first unrest that we've seen in London, but some people are expecting more anger.
What do you expect the kids to do? Have a riot!
Serious violence breaks out on the streets of the capital.
We've got copycat acts of violence.
How did a peaceful protest get out of hand so quickly and lead to this?
Get back! Get back!
Music prohibition is the catalyst of the violent revolts.
This is, Jesus Christ, this is absolutely crazy. I was going to buy a sofa from there.
It's horrible out here. It's like a war zone.
An unimagined chain of destruction. June Kelly, BBC News.